Well, good morning and welcome. I think just about everybody knows me who's here, but just in case you don't, my name is Ellen Greenwood, and I'm very honored to be the worship associate today for our Zoom Blessing of the Animals worship service for Westside Unitarian Universalist Church. My pronouns are she and her, and my species is human. We welcome each of you who comes into our community with an open mind and an open heart, regardless of species. And we bid a very special welcome to all of you who are joining us today who are not of the human species. And do we have any announcements?
We just want to remind people that outdoor services, when the weather allows, will only continue through this month. So through October, when the weather allows, we will have a 10 a.m. outdoor service, which will be live streamed. So if you want to see it virtually, again, it's still at 10. Starting in November, the beginning of November, services go only virtual at 11 a.m., sort of our usual old time when we used to do services, 11 a.m. virtually. So also just a little FYI about the Picket Retreat, for those of you who might be interested in coming up for the day, November 6th. Some people are coming up Friday the 5th through Sunday the 7th. We do not have a group area reserved except for a picnic area on the 6th, but there will be activities during the day. So if you're interested in that, you can shoot me a message in the chat or just let me know through email, or during coffee hour, you can let me know. And I'll add you to the list of people to keep informed about what's happening. I think that's it.
What about the auction?
The auction, excellent, excellent point. Thank you, Ellen. Our auction is scheduled for Saturday, October 23rd. It's going to be in the afternoon. It will be outdoors. And if you have things you would like to offer for the auction, whether that's an event or an activity or a service or an object, please, you can find on the website and in our e-news where to send that information. It's to Suzanne Molnar or Ann Harvey. Or if you'd like to help out with that, one of the things we're going to do that day is Jerry Thornton has generously helped us locate through his Boy Scout troop a large canopy that we're going to be able to use, but we're going to need help setting it up and taking it down. So if you can help with any of those things, or you have objects, events, activities, services you'd like to offer, please let us know. I think that's it.
Okay. Well, let's begin our service. And as Reverend Carol lights the chalice, which calls us into an attitude of worship and thanksgiving, I would like to share this reading with you. It's called We Give Thanks for the Animals. It's by Gary Kowalski. We give thanks for the animals who live close to nature, who remind us of the sanctities of birth and death, who do not trouble their lives with foreboding or grief, who let go each moment as it passes and accept each new one as it comes with serenity and grace. Enable us to walk in beauty as they do, at one with the turning seasons, welcoming the sunrise and at peace with sunset. And as we hallow the memory of good friends now departed, who loved abundantly and in their time were loved, who freely gave us their affection and loyalty, let us not be anxious for tomorrow, but ask only that kindness and gratitude fill our hearts day by day into the passing years.
Thanks, Ellen. So when we celebrate this blessing of the animals, there actually is an actual holiday that goes with this. And it is the feast of St. Francis of Assisi. So St. Francis was a Catholic friar who he was known for all kinds of things. He was known for the Franciscans are the order of Catholic monks, brothers that are the result of his life. So he did all sorts of things, but the stories that really sort of persisted the best outside in the larger community are his stories of things he did with animals. And he was apparently quite miraculous with animals. So the Feast of St. Francis is tomorrow, October 4th. He was known for things like for stopping to give sermons to birds in the forest who would gather around him and listen. There's a famous story, and these stories are all recorded in biographies of his life that were written hundreds and hundreds of years ago. There's a story of him going to a village where there was a wolf that was causing trouble around the village, and him scolding the wolf and convincing it to behave itself. So he's known for being able to communicate with animals. So as we celebrate this today, what we're really celebrating is we're celebrating the ability to communicate and interact with the natural world. It's not just that we think our animals are cool, it's also that we are able to develop relationships with animals in ways that enhance our lives, their lives, and the whole web of life, which of course is the seventh principle of Unitarian Universalism. And so next, what we're going to do through this service is we're going to do kind of interactive. We have many readings to share about people and their relationships with animals and other species. And we also are going to get to meet your animals. So Curtis is going to share a reading for us next from Song of Myself.
So this is from Song of Myself by Walt Whitman. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. I stand and look at them long and long. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. No one is dissatisfied. No one is demented with the mania of owning things. No one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. No one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So they show their relations to me, and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself. They evince them plainly in their possession. I wonder where they got those tokens. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them?
Thanks, Curtis. So if you happen to have your computer, you may want to put your computer on gallery view at this moment, just so you can see all the animals. Yeah, sometimes the speaker view makes it a little bit hard. If someone makes a noise while someone else is talking, it'll take your picture off the cute animals. So this is your opportunity, everyone, to share your animals. So what I will try to do as you speak is I will try to spotlight people with their animals. But this is our chance to meet everyone's animals. So I think I probably better call on people to do this. I'm going to go ahead and call on everyone, just in case you don't have an animal that I can see in your screen, but you have an animal that is in your home or in your family. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Ellen. Ellen, do you have an animal you want to tell us about?
Well, I really don't. At this point in my life, I don't have any pets, and I do miss them, but that's best right now. But I would just like to call attention. I have quite a few friends who work very diligently in animal rescue, because as we all know, many animals do not live the very cared for lives that our pets do. And I would just like to give a shout out and a thank you to all the people who do animal rescue.
Great. Thanks, Ellen. All right, who shall we pick next? Linda, how about you? Linda Fippen. Linda Fippen, do you have a pet?
My little dog Magpie is not cooperating this morning. She is sitting on my stairs, up the stairs up to the upper level of the house where she can look out to the side panels, window panels to see the street and survey her domain. And she's not interested in coming in and joining us.
Okay, great, thanks.
You may hear her later if any other dog walks by invading her domain.
Okay, well then let's go to the next Linda and Robert there with Charlie. You'll have to unmute. Unmute. You guys are muted. Linda, you're muted.
There we go. This is Charlie, and he's a rescue. He's had a few health issues. He's had some surgery, so he's recovering. And we're learning a lot about him. He's a lot smarter than we expected. He understands English, though he doesn't speak it. But he also has selective hearing.
He's a hound mix, and they think he's about 8 years old. They don't know. He's got a gray mug, you know. He's kind of an old guy like me, and he's running for mayor of the neighborhood. Everybody he meets, the tail goes going, and wants to, you know, greet everybody. And he's very friendly with other animals, except for, you know, like the crows and the squirrels and the turkeys.
How long have you guys had him?
3 minutes.
Yeah, about 3.
3 minutes. So he's learning us that he's gradually becoming part of the house.
He's precious. He's precious. Thank you for sharing him. Okay, Anne Hess, do you have a pet there with you?
She's not cooperating. She came on the screen for a minute, but her name is Trinity. She's a puggle, a pug beagle mix. And last year at this time, she couldn't walk. She had spine surgery, and she had a herniated disc and lost control of the back half of her body. So she couldn't walk. She couldn't potty by herself. She couldn't do anything. So I'm very fortunate that she's back to 100% this year. And she's 9 years old, but she acts like she's 2. And she's my little friend.
Awesome. Thank you. Some of us had the luxury of getting to see her at the beginning. Yeah. Bridget, how about you? Who have you got there?
Let me pick her up. Come see. Yeah, you got to come see everybody at church.
There she is.
Oh,
She's gorgeous.
she's beautiful.
Say I'm a rag doll, and my name is Luna. And say I'm a year old. Say I'm really big.
That's a lot of cat.
Yeah. Oh, look, she's gonna give me kisses for y'all.
Man, she's precious. Luna, we love you.
Oh, look. Oh, you can't hear them because they're in my ear. I should have put it on big screen because she does like talking to people. But
She's beautiful. Thanks, Bridget.
yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. Darla, who have you got there?
This is Blue. Blue is a rescue. Can you hear me? Yeah. Blue is a rescue. And he's got Australian Shepherd in him, and he's got some of the colorings of a beagle and I don't know what all, but he's a rescue. And I also rescued him from my son and his wife and the new baby because he was like, excuse the phrase, top dog and the center of their attention for several years. And then Annie Moon came along and he was being neglected. So when I moved across the street, and Mom didn't like his hair around the baby because he does shed. And I got one of those Robo-Vacs because of him. And so he's got an autoimmune disorder now. He's has like an eczema, and I can't pronounce what it is, but we're trying to get the medicine right. And I wish I'd had a pet insurance, but anyway, he's a sweetie, and he follows me around and sits wherever I am in the house. And we're building a porch. I'm building a porch and a deck so that he can go. I can just open the door and he can go back to the backyard on his own. And yeah, he's a lot of company. He's a sweetie and he likes treats. So here, Blue. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
There you go. He was actually on the website for Young Williams at one time, as they're on their main page. So
He
that's
sure
his
likes
main
his
name.
he sure likes his treats.
I made
Thanks,
sure
Darla.
it's a good one.
Thanks, Darla. Okay, let's see. Let's go Beth and Ellie.
Hello. Okay, so we have Lucy right here.
Hi, sweetie. We can't hear you, Beth, because you've got your
Oh,
who is
sorry. Okay. She was a rescue at Young Williams and probably seemed like a pretty hard life before we were able to adopt her. And she would give us the side eye when we would pet her and wasn't very loving or warm. But since then, she's getting up on, she'll sit on the couch with us and snuggle with us, and she'll come up and want some loving and attention. So that's been a good transformation with her. And then Leia, our other one, is sitting up in the front room, up on the windowsill. That's her favorite place, is to watch. We've got the window open for her, and so she likes to watch outside all the squirrels and the trees and stuff. So she was also a rescue, but she was not damaged like Lucy was before we got her. So it's always, you never know what you're going to get when you get a Young Williams or a rescue, but it's always nice to see the transformation where they learn to love again.
Great, thanks, Beth. I got a chance to meet Lucy when you guys first had Lucy. Lucy spent some time in here in the church, so Lucy and I have had moments. All right, let's see, Sherry. Sherry, do you have any pets with you or in your world right now?
No, but I do. Well, actually, I share my granddaughter's dogs. I don't know if I go over there at least 4 times a week and walk with them for about an hour every morning. And she works from home, so there's times where I will just go and walk them for her, and we don't walk together. But and then when they want to go somewhere, they come over and I babysit them and spoil them. But I love them to death. I mean, they're just so precious. But I was thinking about getting a dog after I moved here, and then the COVID hit, and I didn't want to get an animal for all the wrong reasons. Because I wanted to travel once we became normal again. But no, I don't have any in my own home right now.
But you have grandbabies.
Oh, yes, yes.
You have grandbabies.
Yes.
Awesome.
Right.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, let's see. Colleen, who is that you've got with you?
Hi, everybody. This is Sadie.
Oh,
She
she's
is,
shy?
yeah, she's sweet. She's a rescue. She was with my husband, Eli, before she came to our house all together. And she is sweet, and all she wants to do is snuggle and sleep. Unfortunately, last week she got her nose under our shed and got skunked. So we've been kind of working with her through that. She's a little stinky, but we love her. She's a great girl. She had some puppies that she was separated from, so she's extra lovey on the kids. She's a great girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, Colleen. Okay, the stinky dog. I know many of us have experienced the stinky dog experience with skunks. Courtney, have you got Charlie there?
Yeah, this is Charlie. I've been bribing him with treats so he'll stay on my lap. This is Charlie Barley. He's my baby. I had been wanting a baby in my previous marriage and that didn't work out. So anyways, sometimes God gives you fur babies. And this is my baby. And I've had him since he's 6 weeks old and he's 8 now. And you can see his little gray muzzle. And he's pretty much a human to me. I think God just put a human spirit, like a 2-year-old or 3-year-old, in a dog body and sent him to me. I'm pretty sure I knew him in a previous lifetime. And we're bonded. We're pretty much attached at the hip. He's kind of rowdy. He picks on my mom's cat. And he likes to be the boss of the house. He likes to boss me around, and he's all Chihuahua, but he's sweet too. He cuddles me, and when I have low days, he stays beside me. And we like to take walks at the park, and we like to cuddle and play with stuffed animals. And he knows English, and he knows a little bit of Spanish, so he's bilingual. He doesn't speak it, but he knows it. And he's my little buddy.
He's such a good boy.
Yeah, he's my son. So I love him. I love him dearly. So he says hi to everybody. He says hi and he loves you guys.
We're so glad he got through his health crises last year too.
Yes, he had a scare. He had to have surgery and have some places taken off to see if they were cancerous, which they were cancer, but they weren't the dangerous kind. He's getting another little spot, which the doctor said that he would probably get more of them, just because the type of thing that they are. I can't remember the name. It's like a really long vet name. But it's not the dangerous kind. So
we're glad he's healthy. Thanks, Courtney.
Thank you guys. We love you guys.
Let's see. Okay, Curtis, you're next. Who you got? Can we see the kittens?
They were here, but they've all scattered. I thought, oh, they're going to stay, but no, they've moved.
How many of them are there now?
Oh, more than we should even put a number to. There are a lot. They're all rescues. I have a little feral colony, which I am getting spayed and neutered one by one by one, so that we don't have to worry with this anymore. But they're all little rescues, and they are a joy, and they are often not a joy, but for a house cat, they're pretty good. They like to sit in the windows. They've got some new hammocks. When they were in the tent, when the kitten girls were small and were in the tent, they had hammocks that they hung out with, and so they've got hammocks in the window now, so they can sit and look out at the backyard and be all excited about that. So that's that. If any of them come in, I'll try and tip down and show them off. They're gorgeous.
Awesome. I remember when you were like, yeah, I'm gonna find these homes, and we were all like, right.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna move around here. I just saw thought I saw Brian and Bridges. Where'd you go? Huh, okay.
We are here.
Why can I not? Oh, there you are. Okay, let's do that. Let's do you guys.
And Peyton too.
You
We
are?
have a couple
Who
kitties.
you got?
One of them hides and one of them's under the car right now. So Bridges is going to show pictures of them.
Okay, Bridges, can we see pictures? Who you got? You're gonna have to go down there. Oh, it's really bright. Woo, really bright. There.
Who's that, Bridges?
Beauty.
Julian is 13. We got him when we lived in Massachusetts. He's been with us a long time. And that's Abigail.
Oh.
She's about 8, and we got her when we lived in South Carolina. So both of them have moved with us several times now.
She's a rescue.
Is she?
Mama found her on the side of the road, in the middle of the road, actually, when she was very, very little.
Wow. They're adorable.
You want to say anything else, buddy?
Do they like to cuddle, Bridges? Are they cuddly?
No.
No. Are they?
Because Julian's sick.
Yeah. Julian's getting kind of old though, right?
And
He's getting old.
Abby hides too much.
Yeah, Abby used to not be as scared, but then Bridges came along, and lots of noise and energy, and so she mostly stays hidden.
Well, thanks for sharing their pictures, Bridges. We really appreciate it. Okay, let's see who else is going to show us. Let's see. Diane. Diane, who you got? You're muted, Diane. You're still muted. There you
Okay,
go.
here's Susie. And Susie is a rescue also. And she's 10 years old, but she still acts like a puppy. And she is loved by my husband and I on the same level as the kids and grandkids, and they know it. But they all have dogs and they understand. Oh, there she goes. Every morning we get up and we go for a long walk together. So I thank her for keeping me healthy. And she is extremely lovable. She kisses and hugs and, right, give me a kiss. Whoops, no, I guess not. No. Oh, but, oops, I guess that's it with her. But she loves to travel. When she's in the car, you don't even know she's in the back seat. You have to kind of check. And she loves to camp. And just is a delight to have in our lives. We really have a lot of fun with her, and she brings us a lot of love.
Awesome.
And I loved everybody's pets. I'm a pet lover.
So my guess is that we're going to get to see Susie at the retreat at Pickett.
Yes, she's coming to the retreat. And she says to tell all of you she's sorry she doesn't see you in person today, because she really enjoyed last year.
Yeah.
When we had the pet blessing.
Awesome. Okay, it looks like it's Helen and Henry's turn. Is Rumi there?
Ah.
Rumi is not being bothered right now, but Henry's going to tell you about her. Maybe Paige can find her. Can you tell them about Rumi?
Well, her doesn't like playing with you. That her really doesn't her doesn't like playing with people.
She doesn't like playing with people.
Does she snuggle with you though sometimes, Henry?
Her scratch me and bite me a lot of times.
Do we play with her too hard sometimes?
Yes.
Rumi's very sweet. Okay, it's just me now. Rumi's very sweet. We adopted her almost exactly 2 years ago from the Leon County Humane Society here in Florida.
No, I tell.
Okay, you tell. Or is there anything else you want to tell?
Her doesn't like traveling. Her really doesn't like traveling.
She does not like the car. No.
Mm-hmm. Does she ever sleep with you? Does she ever like snuggle up when you're sleeping, Henry? I have seen pictures of you.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because Henry and I adopted her before I even met Paige, and I always liked her. I thought she was a cool cat, but I never felt connected to her. But Henry did, and then Paige came into the picture, and we found out that Rumi is Paige's cat. I was just a placeholder.
Fantastic.
Very glad that we were able to do that. Oh.
Okay, thanks you guys. It's nice to see you guys too, by the way. Total reason for being virtual. Okay, let's see. All right, I see Brady's iPhone. Brady's iPhone.
Hello. I'm Brady.
You don't have to introduce yourself just because not everybody's going to be. Who are you?
Hi. This is my first service with you guys in a really long time. I tried going last week. It didn't really work out, but here I am. Brady Mastalone. I'm not Brady iPhone, but that's who I am today, I guess. As far as my pets go, is there a way that I can like see you guys on this? Because I just see can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good. Okay, somebody who's better with iPhones will have to tell you how to do that. Somebody told me, okay, if you swipe.
Oh, I did it.
You swipe one way or the other, you get more people.
Yep. Okay, I got it. Awesome. Okay. I'm Brady. So glad to be on here today with you guys. And I have 2 cats at home. One is mine, one is my roommate's. And mine, his name's Jaguar. And he's a little tuxedo, black and white. They're our little house goblins, I call them. And they're hilarious together. And they play like all the time, and it's awesome. I was recently gifted a cat stroller. So we're going to be implementing that into their schedule and work it out to see how it goes. So far, I've gotten him to sit in there and just be okay. I mean, he's kind of freaking out a little bit over it, but the other one is fine because he's a baby. But
do the strollers have like containment? Like, are they contained in there?
Yeah. So this specific one, which I've seen other methods of containment for them, like backpacks and stuff with like the big bubbles and like the air breathing pockets, but this one, it's a legit stroller, and then it has it's all mesh. And so it kind of like, it just looks like a regular stroller that zips up, and then you have a little connector thing in there that you could hook to their harness if you so choose to.
Very cool. Okay, at some future service, we want to see you strolling, or maybe post something on the website, on the group, the friends or something, because I want to see how this thing
works.
I
will.
I want to see how that works. Yeah. Okay, thanks, Brady, and welcome. Great to have you here. Okay, Lori, you, Sophie, and Bosco are next.
Well, okay, so this is Sophie. She's I found her by the side of the road, and this is Bosco, who was given to me by somebody who couldn't keep him anymore, and he is the loveliest dog ever. Sophie is beautiful and loving too, but Bosco is like the cuddle bug. And then I'm going to see if I can find any cats real quick, because I don't want to just do dogs.
The cats often show up. They often show up at
there's Danny Boy.
Hi, Danny Boy.
Yeah, he's the one who's usually on the Zoom calls. He is not happy that I'm outside instead of being with him. Ooh, and here's one you wouldn't see normally if he'll come in.
We're seeing a cat's eye view of the world as Lori walks too, by the way.
There's Lucas and Romeo.
Oh, I haven't seen Romeo in ages. Hi, Romeo.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot bigger than he used to be. And we just went through a big trauma with Lucas, where he was, they are very lovey together, and Romeo grooms Lucas a lot.
Right.
And he groomed, Lucas scratches, and he had gotten himself I think he'd started some sores, and then Romeo groomed him to the point where those sores were just raw and bleeding, and we had to separate them for a week, which was a nightmare. But yesterday, I let Lucas back out, and everybody's happy again, thank goodness.
That's great.
So, awesome. And then there's Juice in the other room, but I'm not gonna go in there. You've probably seen Juice before, though. She's sometimes with me too.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for sharing them with us, Lori.
And then of course I have to say there's Smokey too, the bird, but I'll spare you that because he's noisy.
Yeah, he is loud. He is loud. Okay, let's see who's next. Diane. Who you got, Diane?
Hi, I have Blade. Quit licking your feet. This is Blade. He's 5 and he's a rabbit killer. He's got a big bell on to try to save the rabbits, but it doesn't work. And then this is Abigail. She's 11 and she just lives for food. She's a pug terrier mix of some sort. She came from the shelter. And they're with me all the time. They follow me back and forth in the house, and somebody's always sitting under my feet.
Oh, you can tell Abigail just staring at you. She's like, what's happening next, Mommy? What's happening next?
Yeah, they stick to me.
Thanks for sharing them. They're awesome. Okay, let's see who we got. Ash, who you got? Hang on one second here. Let me get you spotlighted.
Hi, this is Rocky. We stole him from the neighbors because they weren't feeding him. So now he's ours.
Oh,
And,
he's so cute.
He is very baby. He normally is screaming right now, so hello. I'm gonna go introduce you to the other cats too.
Ooh,
I'm
okay.
sorry, Rocky. I must go.
I love this. I love the walking where we get the cat's or dog's eye view of reality. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, who are we going to meet now?
I believe we're gonna meet Walker and Helen.
Oh.
This is Walker. He's technically my mom's cat. He's very stupid, and I say that with love. And this is Helen. She's mine. I got her out of the Walmart parking lot, and she hates joy and people. So I'm very glad I was able to spot her today.
Oh,
and Fridge is somewhere, and I do not know where Fridge ran off to. But he is
awesome.
fluffy and gray, and ironically, he's the clingiest of the cats, so I don't know where he ran off to.
Interesting. Awesome. Thanks, Ash. Awesome.
You're welcome.
Okay, Jerry and Alice, which one of you? Let's go with Jerry here for starters. Jerry, you got any pets there? Or any animals you'd like to name?
Yes, I have an unusual pet here. It's kind of heavy. I'll show you. This is Blue Froggy, who lives on the steps. It's my good luck charm. He's full of beans, but if you turn him up, he's very colorful underneath.
That's fantastic.
Alice has purchased Blue Froggy at the auction.
That's fantastic. Fantastic.
I like him because I'm not allergic to him. I'm allergic to dogs and cats.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't poop on the floor or anything like that. So he's a good luck charm. And then when I go up and down the steps, I pet him.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thanks, Jerry. That's fantastic. Hey, like animals come in many forms, right? Okay, Alice, I think you are last. Got any animals? Oh, wait, I see one more person down there.
Okay, I would like to mention that we do not have any inside pets in particular, except for spiders and house centipedes. And they are great because they will eat other little insects that we'd rather not have around. So we try to let them be peaceful and run around a little bit. We also have some pets that are outside. We have a hummingbird feeder, and so we have seen a number of hummingbirds over the summer, and they were just delightful to watch. And they love the sugar water in the feeder. We also have lots of squirrels, and they are very fun to watch because they jump from and run from tree to tree, and they have plenty to eat because there's acorns and other nuts in our backyard. And then we have Jerry's most favorite pet of all. We have a rabbit that loves to eat his garden. But the rabbit is so cute and so pretty, but we try to shoo it away as often as possible.
That's fabulous.
That's about it.
That's great. Awesome. That's awesome. Okay, I'm looking on our screen here. The only other person I see is Marilyn. And Marilyn, do you have any animals you want to share? You can just unmute if you do.
Hey, Blade, what are you doing?
All right, and I think there was in the interim here where we're waiting to see if anybody else wants to share. Where's Bridget? Bridget, could you show your beautiful cat one more time, because we had a request from, let's see, is Bridges still around? Bridges wanted to see the beautiful cat.
I mean, he's coming. He's coming.
Yeah, Bridget's going to go find the cat, and so that Bridges can see the cat. So.
Oh, we just got Morgan.
And Morgan just showed up. Okay. Hang on one second here. Oh, we're gonna show Bridget's gorgeous cat one more time. So Bridget, this is, what's your cat's name again, Bridget?
Luna.
Luna. There's the pretty Luna kitty. Look how pretty she is.
Say hi. Say hi. Being so good.
She's being really good. She's being awesome.
Look at you on TV. Yeah.
She's fluffy. Thanks, Bridget. Okay, Morgan. Morgan just arrived. Morgan, do you want to share any pets?
I don't know if they'll come over here to see it. They won't let me pick them up right now, and they're not gonna come over here.
You can tell us their names though.
Okay. Well, we've got Moonbeam and Honeysuckle, and Twinkle is somewhere. I'm sure at some point one of them will get on the bed or cross across or something.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing their names. We want to make sure they're included. Great. Okay, everyone. So, Courtney, where are you? Courtney, if you're still here. Courtney has a reading for us that's next. This is from Eliza Blanchard.
Spirit of Life by Eliza Blanchard. Spirit of Life, help me remember that all animals belong. Bless the bats for eating mosquitoes. Bless the crows and buzzards for cleaning up the dead. And bless even the snakes who keep the mice out of the rice. Each of them is important, and each does good in its own way. Blessed be.
Thanks, Courtney. So I want to invite everybody to just take a minute and think of one creature on the earth that you're not very comfortable with. One creature that shows up in your life that you kind of would rather not see. Whether that's a crow, or whether that's the coyote that chases animals in the neighborhood, or whether that's the birds that poop on your car, or the mosquitoes, or the centipedes, or let's think about murder hornets and all of them. Just think of a creature and remember, yep, snakes. You can put it in the chat if you feel like it. That's actually an excellent idea. If you want to put the animals we're not fond of in the chat, that would be great. These are animals that are all part mice and snakes. Interesting, mice and snakes are a team. They do kind of go together. Wasps, yellow jackets, cockroaches, ticks, and skunks. I personally love skunks. They're one of my absolute all-time favorite animals. Cicadas, mosquitoes, yep. Anybody got any others? Alligators. Spoken like a true Tennessean right after the Florida game happened a week or so ago. Stink bugs, also one of my all-time favorites. I love stink bugs.
Really?
Love stink bugs. Love to let them crawl on my hands and talk to them and stuff. They're favorites. So the seventh principle of Unitarian Universalism is the interdependent web of all life, of which we are a part. And they all have a job. They all are part of the web. Every single creature is part of the web. Every single creature has a place and has meaning and value. So we're going to be grateful for all of them today, even if we feel discomfort with some of them. So Linda and Lori are going to share a reading for us. Let me get you guys spotlighted. I'm going to find Lori here.
Ready? This reading comes from Karen Johnston. It's entitled Animal Companionship.
Hang on one second, Linda. I'm trying to get Lori to
up.
Trying to get Lori up, and I'm having a hard time getting her. There we go. Now she has video. Now I can add her. All right. Now you guys can go with your reading. Go.
Ours is a world alive and allowed with the presence of creatures and critters. Animals abound, interwoven in our human lives and wholly independent. This is the interdependent web of all existence of which we are all a part.
Lori, are you there with your part?
Sorry. Because I'm on my phone, I can't see my part at the same time. I thought I could just look at it and you would still be able to hear me, but maybe you can't. Let me try again. Somehow it muted me. Let me see if it'll work.
It's good now. Now you're good.
Okay, you can still hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, then let me get back to where I was. Some of us have known animals who have saved our very lives. Sometimes this is metaphor, sometimes it is literal fact. For so many of us, we are better human animals because we have known animals as part of our story.
Animals are not only cuddly and cute companions of solace and delight. Animals are deeply wild with the capacity to defend and to kill, even the ones we have pronounced tamed. Let us always show forms of proper respect for this wild way.
There is the painful reality that some animals suffer needlessly at our hands. There are animals who encounter human cruelty, left hungry or maltreated, used for mean-spirited profit, habitat stolen and built upon without regard for our shared mutual existence. Let us do what we can to be able to give thanks for the animals without hypocrisy or heartless dominance.
There are animals in our daily lives whose labor makes our own lives easier, safer, more accessible. Animals who lend us their fur or hair or feathers or fleece or milk or eggs that we might be sustained without their loss of life. Animals whom we raise or hunt, may it always be compassionately and with respect for the wider web, though we know this is mostly not the case. Whose lives are sacrificed that some of us eat or cover our bodies. May we move ever closer to that ideal to live lightly on the earth, taking only what we must and no more.
We bless all animals. We bless those we know and love. We bless those unknown to us who have benefited our lives. We bless even the ones that can harm us, affirming with humility their place in the interdependent web. We affirm the impulse for humans to live in right relation with all other animals on this earth. May we honor our best presence as part of the animal family.
Thank you. Thank you both. So I'm going to invite you all to, if your animal's nearby, put your hands on your animal. If your animal's not nearby, just, you can hold your hands up. Let's all just take a deep breath and call to mind the animals that we have in our lives right now or the ones that we have had in the past that have been close to us. And then as is our theme this year, we're widening the circle. Think of the animals who gave birth and life to the animals we love. Think of the animals and the creatures that have fed the animals that we love. You know, your cat kibble and your dog kibble usually have other animals or other creatures in them. And think about the animals that feed us. Think about the things that go into your food. And then think about the web of life and the animals that live in your neighborhood, that are in the woods near your neighborhood. And for a moment, just be aware of the whole web of life. Let us bless all of life with an attitude of humility, an attitude of gratitude, and an attitude of deep respect. We give thanks for all these creatures and for being part of something much bigger than ourselves. They keep us in remembrance. They keep us in remembrance that humans aren't the only species that matter. So may it be so. And Ellen has our benediction for today.
Blessed are the faithful, for they shall be called dogs. Blessed are the playful, for they shall be surrounded with love and laughter. Blessed are those without worry, for through them we shall know peace. Blessed are those with no possessions, for they shall be rich in spiritual things. Blessed are the innocent, for theirs is the realm of heaven. Blessed are the animals, and blessed are we.
Thanks, Ellen. So we will extinguish our chalice as we go into our coffee hour. As we go into coffee hour, we extinguish the chalice, but we keep the light of truth and seeking for truth, the warmth of community, and the fire of commitment to creating a better world with us as we go. So go in peace into a wonderful week, and I invite you to join us for coffee hour.